How's it going, everyone? It's the Tenacious Gamer, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. In the last part, we made it through the Frosty Forest and defeated Articuno. However, upon his defeat, Articuno was getting ready to annihilate us when Absol, the natural disaster Pokemon, came in, stepped in, and alleviated the situation. And Absol is now a team member of ours, so before we make our way here to Mount Freeze, remember in the last part we got stopped by Gardevoir and they told us that Ninetales was here. We're just going to check our storage and we're just going to not take anything, but we're going to store as much stuff as we can. I honestly don't need this Reviver Seed at this point, and I don't need this one. We're looking good. So without further ado, this is where stuff gets real. This is where we find out if we're actually the Pokemon in this Ninetales legend, and oh my god, I wish you guys could see this. But like I said, I recorded my basement and a spider literally hung down from a string and is just hovering right here between me and my computer. This is crazy. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave you alone, little spider. You go on and do your thing. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and do my thing. We're going to be making our way towards Mount Freeze. And I think that Mount Freeze is the longest dungeon up to this point. Let's go ahead and just make sure that you only have good moves on you, and we'll just make you an exclusive move user. Why not? So I think there's 14 or 15 floors. I know there's 15, but I don't know if that's counting the midpoint, and then 4 or 5 more floors once we get to the top. So nice. Toxic is very good. Toxic is a great TM. No one on our team can learn it, but it'll just be great to have in the future. Oh yeah? That's how you want to do it? Well, I'll waste a bunch of moves just to hit you with that Bullet Seed, because I can. That's right. And we're growing to level 21. And what else are we gonna learn? Oh, Screech. It's honestly a good move, but all our moves are pretty good aside from that, so we're just gonna go ahead and forget Screech. Yeah, Screech would be great to have against the further legendaries. However, ooh, and this is our first place I think that we can find like thorns and better items to throw. These items, they're not like gravel rocks. They don't have a set value. They'll basically have enough power kind of corresponding to your stats. So as you can see, they do 34 damage at the moment. They're not going to do 34 every time. Obviously, it depends on your stats, the opposing Pokemon stats, but you can see that we have already outgrown the gravel rocks. The gravel rocks are just going to be good when someone's not directly in a straight line from us. You know, if we see a Pokemon really far out there, or if we want to throw something over a wall, then gravel rocks are still our items to use in that situation. However, you know, as you get stronger, you will definitely see the merits of using Iron Thorns and this is an Iron Thorn? Yeah, this is an Iron Thorn, but there's also like spikes, and then also you can throw sticks, and they're all pretty powerful in themselves. So we got a Seal right here. Absol's at level 20, so he's just a notch below us, but Absol is a great Pokemon to have with us. You know, I mean, it can sense natural disasters. That is pretty much spot on the Pokemon we needed at this point with what's going on in this Pokemon world. And having it be already at level 20 is also very nice too. We don't have to do much training. Very nice. Zangoose, go bye-bye. And another Reviver Seed. Man, I am glad that we are finally getting to see some out here in the wild versus just having to buy most of them. And okay, you're gonna be trouble, aren't you? I don't want to use my linked moves just against one Pokemon here, but at this point, I don't really care if my moves get delinked, so I might as well just use them up. It's just a pain in the ass having to see us go through every single move. Like, now we'll go through the Pursuit, the Bullet Seed. It'd be nice if there was a Pokemon up there too, but there wasn't. Okay, yeah, let's make this easier. Let's attack him 2-on-1 so I don't have to just go through all these linked moves at the moment. Cool, cool, cool. Got ourselves a gummy that I will eat by putting it into my mouth and chewing it. I wonder who makes these gummies, you know? Are gummies just a food that grows out here in the wild in the Pokemon world, or are there just some companies and Poke factories that just produce gummies and blow them out into the world? So yeah, now it's gonna start to snow, and any Pokemon that have any effect that are affected by the snow, oh, okay, that was dumb. There's Pokemon that move quicker in the snow if they have a certain effect, or do more damage in the snow, so watch out for Pokemon with those secondary abilities, but Zangooses and Vigoroths don't have any of those, but we will be seeing Pokemon such as Glalie, and then, yeah, I don't really know other than that who else is in here. I know that you do see Slockings towards the end, Chimecho's, Sevipers, but not any Pokemon with secondary abilities to the snow. And Ninetales, of all places, he resides on Mount Freeze. I just find that interesting for a fire type. Alright, Chimecho, come closer. Come closer. We want to battle. We want to be mean to you. Let us be mean to you. No dice. Okay, how about if we try that way? I feel so bad. We basically just stoned a Pokemon to death. Looking good, looking good. What do we have here? Do we have something that we can give to our friend Absol? Yes, we do. Despite being a level below us, Absol does have more HP than us, but that does make sense since we're only the first evolution of our starters. Sweet. Just in case there was any other Pokemon there, there for sure isn't at that point. Alright, pretty lucky so far. Pretty lucky. We're almost at the peak. Either this is the last level or we still have one more to make our way through. So we have Frustration and Return don't work how they do in the RPGs. It inflicts damage on the target and inflicts greater damage if the user's IQ is low. So at this point, I'm going to use that on Absol since Absol pretty much has no IQ, and I'm just going to get rid of Taunt. And hopefully Frustration should do a good amount of damage since Absol's IQ is at base. So that equates to it being pretty low. And we found ourselves another link box. So yeah, that's why I'm totally okay with our moves delinking, because we've got 2 of them already. And there's only 2 like really big dungeons that we're going to need them for after this. And here we are at the peak already. I think there's 5 floors at the peak, and the only Pokemon that appears in these peak levels is Glalie. Glalie's through the first 4, and then Ninetales on the 5th. And let's just go ahead and do that. We have all our power points, so we can afford to overkill at this point. Even though I hate seeing it all. Are we allowed to just delink it on our own? Let's go ahead and check that out really quick. Yeah, no. They have to be delinked by natural processes, I see. Get over here. We're gonna go team overkill on you. Yeah, but you guys see why I love Bullet Seed in this game so much. Since moves don't work like they do in an RPG, it just has great effects, honestly. And this whole linking thing is one of my favorite features of the game too. That just goes without saying. That is really something you cannot do in the RPGs. Alright, let's talk to Absol. I wonder what he's got to say. I'm here to fight off natural disasters. What about you, Mudkip? Let's keep at this, Grant. I am with you 100%. Get over here. Help me out. Okay, that missed, so that doesn't put us in the greatest spot here. But we also have Absol's help at this point, who probably won't be doing too much help since Mudkip is always going to be the Pokemon behind us. But once you do beat the game, you actually do get to choose who gets to be the leader and the order of your Pokemon, and you get a lot more freedom. So actually, let's go ahead and grab some experience points before we make our way to the top here. Because these Glalie are just giving us, one more new move here. And it's Bite. Beautiful. You are just going to be an offensive beast right here. So that Power Band is perfect for you. And before we make our way up, I'm just going to chill here for a few minutes. Battle just a few Glalie. Just a few of them. Because with all these experience points that they're giving us, I cannot pass this up. Look at us. Mudkip is at level 22. I have a feeling if we just keep at this for a few more seconds, we'll be at level 22 just as well. Yeah, so let's just keep this going for a few more minutes. Man, one water gun. Mudkip, I am very proud. Yeah, Ninetales isn't a boss battle, so you don't have to worry about being like prepared in any way. Excuse you, that was my friend you just hurt. And I'm sorry, I know probably everyone watching wants us to actually make our way to the top, but I cannot pass up this opportunity. It's just too good. You know, we can always come back here and train, and we will, until we make our way to even better dungeons, but for the time being, we might be able to just grow a quick level, and there's nothing better than that. Yeah, we're gonna get hungry waiting for all these Glalie here. And it seems that whenever I use my link moves, it actually gains more experience for us. I don't know if it's the linked moves that are gaining more experience for us, or it's the fact that Trico's the one using the move, but yeah, every time we didn't use the linked move, we were somewhere in the 200s, and now we're getting 300 experience points, so. If you also stay on a floor for too long, something will start stirring, it'll start getting closer, and eventually you'll just be blown off the map by an unseen force, so it keeps you from just lingering on one floor for too long. But with that, we have arrived. We finally arrived. This is the summit. I wonder where Ninetales is. There they are! I've spotted Grant! Alright, I see them. Alakazam! It's about time. We finally caught up to you. Your fugitive act dragged us all the way out here. Pipe down, Tyranitar. We can finally settle things here. I can barely contain myself. I'm itching for a fight. Mudkip, don't think badly of me. I don't know how to show mercy. Grant, I didn't wish for this conclusion, but this too is fate. The role of a rescue team is to help bring peace. We will crush you with every shred of our power. Get them! Oh man, we are going at it. Cease this at once. Oh, Ninetales! What? Ninetales? That's Ninetales. The legend. It was real. Cease fighting at once, Alakazam. They are my guests. Tell us, Ninetales, who was the human that appeared in your legend? No, even before that, was the legend itself a true event? Depending on your reply, I may have no choice but to eliminate them. Whether they consider my curse to be a legend or not, I care not. However, it did happen. Many years ago, I tried to lay a curse on a human. It was then, however, that Gardevoir, the human's partner, dashed in. It selflessly bore the full brunt of the curse meant for the human. Then, the human did a selfish and cowardly thing. They abandoned Gardevoir and fled. The human eventually became a Pokemon, transformed into a Pokemon, the human. the human lives on. And that human would be, who is the human that you speak of? Grant, you may relax. It is not you. Just now! What did you just say? Grant is not the human that appears in the legend. That is what I said. What? Bet you feel pretty dumb now, don't you, Alakazam? And you too, Charizard. You were the worst out of everyone. You were actually looking forward to killing us. What's happening to me? I'm too tensed up to move. Deep breath. In, out. In, out. In, out. Oh, wow, fantastic. I guess that's what a hug looks like in this game. That's great! I knew that Grant wasn't involved. I knew it! There's no way that Grant would do those terrible things. I have another thing to say. It is true that I foretold of the world's balance becoming unstable. However, that human becoming a Pokemon and the world's balance are not linked in any way. The cause of the natural calamities, it exists elsewhere. Hey, you were wrong! You were wrong to hound and harass Grant! Yeah, where's that 5,000 IQ now? We, apologize. We're sorry. We got worked up by that Gengar. No, I suspected Gengar right from the start. Grant just doesn't look like the treacherous type. Alright, you hold your tongue. You were ready to incinerate us not 2 minutes ago, mister. If only that were true. But I must say, you are to be commended for prevailing through this cruel journey and discovering the truth. Impressive, Grant. Excellent! I knew I was right. Huh? Oh, but wait. Then why did Grant turn into a Pokemon? I understand that Grant isn't the human from that legend. Then how do you explain Grant becoming a Pokemon? Grant, who are you? Whoa! The ground's heaving! Quake? The world's crust is shifting. The natural calamities are worsening. And the shifting of the ground. It will awaken the beast that embodies the ground. The beast that slept deep underground. Groudon will be awakened. What? Groudon is rising? Groudon? What is that? What's a Groudon? A legendary Pokemon that is spoken of only in myths. It is the Pokemon that raised the land masses and created continents. It is said to have taken to sleep after catastrophic battles with its arch-enemy Kyogre. If Groudon were to get loose, there would be chaos. It must be stopped. We will go. We'll go too. No, you must remain behind. Groudon is far more powerful than any Pokemon you have faced. Leave it to us. That's how it goes. You go back to your rescue team base for a well-earned rest. Don't worry about us. We didn't get our gold rank the easy way. We'll get the job done and we'll be back before you know it. Fine. We're off to quell Groudon. Man, doesn't it feel good knowing that we're not an awful person? So Alakazam is making their way underground and we are cleared of suspicion. And we are making our way back to the Pokemon Square and our rescue team base. Let's go ahead and just save our adventure. Meanwhile, back in Pokemon Square, Gengar is up to no good. You lot! Why aren't you out there hunting down Grant's team? That's easy for you to say. It's too much for us. They say Grant's team has gone way far out there. If we went, the best we could hope for is maybe the Lapis Cave. I joined the chase, but they fled into Mount Blaze. For the life of me, I can't go in there. And that's where I lost their trail. I'm a grass type, see? Fire doesn't agree with me at all. I don't know what became of Grant's team after that. But those fugitives, to think they would risk Mount Blaze. They've grown up tough. I can't keep up. Ha ha ha! What a spineless lot you are. Shh. You're so full of big talk. What about your team, Gengar? You just hang around in the square and don't do a thing. Walk the talk. You guys go. We're out of that picture. Our role is to receive word about Grant's demise. Shh. Disappointed yourself that... Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Metacham, what's the word? Grant. Grant is... Oh, finally. We finally got rid of Grant. No, it's the opposite. Grant is back. What did you say? Oh yeah, we back, bitches. Hey, over there! Grant! They're back! Hi everyone, we're back! And guess what? We're innocent! It feels kind of nostalgic to be back in the square, Grant. Hey, Mudkip! Oh, it's you, Gengar! It's been a while. Huh. What's with that smug confidence? Gengar, everything you said was completely wrong. Grant had nothing to do with it. Grant was innocent. What? Is that true? Yup, we met Ninetales and asked. We just say that so matter-of-factly. We're back because we discovered the truth. Wait a second. You can't be trusted yet. If you're going to make that claim, let's see some proof. Proof? That's right, some hard evidence. Good. Let's see some proof. Come on, out with it. Proof? We don't have any proof. It's too bad you don't have proof. You came back for us so we could get rid of you easier. How conveniently foolish. Now, fellow Pokemon, here's your chance to get rid of Grant. Huh? What's wrong, everyone? Don't you want to be get rid of Grant? Do you want to be get rid of Grant? My bad. I always believed in Grant. You don't fool me. I'm out. I was saved by Grant's team before. I joined the chase with a heavy heart because of your urging, but I simply can't think of Grant being bad in any way. I've heard enough too. I believe Grant. Yeah, that's right. Who needs proof? That's what I'm talking about. Everyone. Extra, extra, read all about it. You wanted proof? Here's your proof. It looks like a newspaper. Okay, I'll read it aloud. Grant innocent. Grant met with Ninetales under the watchful eye of Alakazam and proved that it had nothing to do with the human in the legend. As a result, Gengar's claims were found to be malicious lies. The end. You rotten... Run! Stop, you liar! You conned us! That's what I'm talking about. Everyone's back to being their loving selves. Beautiful. So now we're gonna go ahead and get some sleep. Absol returned to his friend area. And we are finally back on our comfy pile of leaves. So, like always, thank you guys so much for watching. It's good to be back home in our rescue team base. And I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.